man. Game theory. Don't listen to her. Amanda the Adventurer. I did react to Corey playing this thing. This game was creepy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? But you already know Matt Pat in the cut with it. We gonna see what his take is on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Hey there, friend. Welcome back to the neighborhood. Today we're going on an adventure. But first, we'll need supplies. Let's go to the store. Can you click on the equipment store?
Then you picked the wrong one.
That's right. We need to go to the sporting goods store. Today we're going on
This
a
is crazy,
hunting.
bro. The fact that they like they made this type of like intro, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like as if he's in the game. It's so dope.
Adventure. So we're gonna need to protect ourselves. What weapon should we bring? I think we'll need something a bit bigger than that.
That little bow and arrow, boy. You know?
That's better. Look at
Oh
that.
my God.
We're ready to hunt. Where should we hide? To craft.
Closet.
We can't hide back there.
Oh my God.
I'm waiting for you in your closet. Sweet dreams.
Hello.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that regrets the things it had to do to make this video.
Tell me the lore and I won't.
I love you.
Oh
Give me another chance.
no! No!
Please do not forget me.
I'll never forget you, Blabbot!
Your sacrifice shall not be in vain, because today
Facts,
we're gonna
bro.
figure out what's going on with the internet's own version of Dora the Explorer.
Dora,
Command the
Dora,
Adventurer.
Dora.
You might remember last year when we theorized about this little game. It was developed as part of a game jam, and as a result was simple in its approach. You put different VHS tapes into VCRs, all acronyms that I'm sure you Zoomers understand. And we answered questions posed by the lead character Amanda. By feeding her the wrong answers, Amanda would get angrier and more chaotic, eventually losing control and becoming a monster. The internet fell in love with this thing, and since then, it has gone through a major glow up. Gone is the tiny living room, gone is being stuck staring at a TV screen, and gone are all the demonic drawings on the wall.
I wonder if we like step further back if we'll see. Oh, whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, this is so different. Oh, they went hard on this new update. This is great.
Instead, the full-length version of the game has us in an attic full of clever puzzles and old memorabilia that has a weird habit of appearing behind us when we finish a tape.
Whoa, hey, there's a cake.
But the best thing to come out as part of the full-length version of the game, lore! Not only are there a bunch more tapes to watch through, there are secret tapes and multiple endings to find, and all of them paint a fascinating new story here. So, was my old theory right, or is there more hiding beneath the surface? Insert the tape, press play, and adjust your tracking, my friends. It's time to begin. In this new update, we play as Riley, and that's about all we get to know about that character. Well, that and the fact that they just inherited this house that we're standing in from their deceased aunt, Kate. However, Kate warns us that if we choose to investigate the attic and the tapes that lay within, there's no going back. Alongside this note's a conspiracy board full of post-its and
rabbit hole for real.
clippings, which means that Kate and I, you could ship it. The main focus of the board at the beginning of the game is a letter from a woman named Joanne talking about her missing younger brother. The letter says that he used to watch the Amanda the Adventurer show a bunch as a kid, but would end up in a trance-like state. Eventually, he would disappear without a trace. Joanne then asks Kate to investigate, which seems like an odd request for your local librarian. Then again, if you look around the corkboard, you could start to see why Kate may have been the one picked for the job. We see that she was looking into the kids' school records, something a librarian might have access to. We also see a note that mentions dynakinesis, which is the supernatural ability to create and manipulate energy. She says that you would see sigils if such a transfer occurred, and right next to this note is a torn piece of paper with a bunch of sigils on them. These aren't just any symbols either, these are alchemical symbols that refer to specific elements. Back in the day, alchemists focused on the transmutation of base metals like lead into noble metals like gold. Clearly, Aunt Kate ain't your average librarian. Too bad she's gone now, and it's up to us to figure out what's going on with this missing kid. Or should I say kids? Because it becomes very quickly apparent that this is not an isolated incident.
It's a problem.
The tape
You know what I'm saying?
in
It's
the
a problem.
neighborhood shows outlines of kids on both sides of the street. Police chalk outlines that are usually reserved for dead people lying on the pavement. If you manage to find the corrupted version of this exact tape, Amanda's sheep companion Wooly asks if the friends can come back to the neighborhood. Amanda, though, she seems unfazed. Now, all of this alone doesn't prove that Amanda is somehow somehow making a bunch of kids go missing, but I would tell you to pay close attention to the ending credits of that VHS tape. After most of the tapes that we play through, we're met with a credits sequence and ending sting for the company that made the show, Hamlin Entertainment. This is the production company that makes the Amanda the Adventurer show, but their name and their mouse logo immediately reminded me of something.
Follow us to fun. So it's like a Pied Piper situation. Oh, Hamlin! Hamlin! And it's a mouse!
Yes?
If
What you
you,
mean?
like Ash, don't know what's going on, this whole thing's one big reference to the story of the
Pied
Pied Piper. Basically, this fairy tale is the story of the town of Hamlin. See, there's the name right there. It's overrun by rats, and there's your logo. And so the town hires the Pied
Oh,
Piper to play his
shit.
magic pipe to get rid of those rats. And he does
Yeah.
exactly that. He plays a song that lures all the rats to him, where
Oh
he
my
then leads
God,
them
bro, I forgot all about that shit. I learned about this back in what? Middle school, bro?
down to the local river
Something like
to
that.
drown themselves. However, when the town of Hamlin doesn't pay him for his services, he once again uses his pipe. But this time
Yeah.
he plays a song that leads all the children
Yeah.
out of town. He marches them
Yeah.
all over to a local cave
many
where
rats.
they're never seen again. This story seems to match the idea that the neighborhood is now missing all of Wooly's friends. Amanda is essentially our Pied Piper, and we actually see this firsthand through one of the game's secret tapes that you can unlock. Instead of our usual CGI Amanda and Wooly adventure, we
Yep.
actually get ourselves a home videotape of a girl named Lauren on her birthday. She's sitting there glaring at the TV, transfixed, much like we heard about in that note from Joanne at the beginning of the game. Her parents are trying to get her attention, telling her that they have her favorite ice cream ready, mint chocolate chip, which whose
She just
favorite
dipped.
flavor is mint chocolate chip? I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but favorite flavor? Flavor preferences aside, the parents
It's not
go back
bad.
up to try and convince Lauren to come down the stairs,
Gone.
but suddenly she's gone, with the front door of the house left
Outta
wide
there.
open. As they run out of the house to look for her, the last thing that we hear is Amanda from the TV saying, "I love mint chocolate chip." Somehow Amanda is able to listen through the TV, and she's somehow lured Lauren, who's literally walked out the door and disappeared
Out of
just
my
like
face.
the children of Hamlin. As you watch more of these secret tapes, we actually get to see a little bit more insight into Hamlin Entertainment and the history of the show. In one of the tapes, we actually meet the creator of the series, Sam Colton, and we
Yep.
hear about how he started the show as a small live-action production after being inspired by his adopted daughter, Rebecca.
Did you even imagine that would be such a big sensation?
Honestly, Sadie, no. It was a total surprise. I mean, it's scrappy at best. You know how it is when you have a big idea and a little budget. But really, it's all Rebecca. As soon as I met my beautiful daughter, the inspiration was there. You know, she was so young when I adopted her. And despite what she's gone through, she's always seen the world with such kindness and joy.
You actually find a newspaper clipping on the conspiracy board in the attic during the time puzzle, which has an interview with Sam, where he says this, quote, "We may not have the budget for a big production, but I truly believe there is a soul that transcends that." Woo! Woo! Keyword alert. Keyword alert. Anytime an indie horror game mentions the word soul, you know
Yup.
that things are gonna end badly. And
Yup.
sadly, my suspicions were correct here. In the VHS tape, Oh No Accidents, there's a flash frame that reveals a credit for a chief neurosurgical
Very
expert,
Smith.
which at first glance would make you go, why does a kid's show need that? But Amanda eventually answers that exact question for us in the tape, Everything Rots.
Sometimes I feel myself rotting, but it feels far away.
If she can feel her own body rotting far away, it means that Amanda has a physical body outside of the show. And who else is that gonna be but the girl that played Amanda in the
ugly
original live-action
thing.
production, Rebecca?
Eee.
I suspect
Oh.
that this chief neurosurgical expert has figured out
I thought it was gonna. Oh my god! I said the ugly thing. I thought it was gonna show Amanda's character when she's like that monstrosity shit, bro. I thought that was like the silhouette.
a way to put her mind, her consciousness into the series, literally becoming the soul
Ah,
of the
shit.
show. She still does
Oh.
have some sort of link to her body, able to feel it rotting, but clearly that's not supposed to exist, as the tape distorts anytime she thinks about it. There is
Yeah.
good news though. While her body may be rotting, clearly there's still a chance to save her. In the final tape, we see Amanda playing alone on a couch, drawing with crayons and asking if we can share secrets. If we say yes, the TV audio effects disappear, and clear as day, she tells us,
I'm out there. Somewhere.
Rebecca
Ah.
is alive. Sure, her body might
Shit.
slowly be atrophying.
This
and
is
her
so
mind
fucking
might
creepy,
be
bro.
separated from her body, but there is still time to save her. That said, we're gonna have to face the evil that's up ahead if we hope to do it. What is that evil? Ask yourself this. Why would Sam, Rebecca's seemingly loving adopted father, do this to her? Was it just to make the show more popular? Did he need to gather more children to him like the Pied Piper? I know we talk a lot about awful father figures across the various series that we cover on the show, but I was hoping that maybe, just maybe, this one would be a little bit different. Thankfully, it is. The indie horror gods heard my plea with this one because it turns out that Sam isn't the one at fault here. He is no longer the one steering the ship. Yes, Amanda the Adventurer was his live-action production, but he sold it to Hamlin Entertainment. Hamlin is a third party that actually bought out the rights to the show and turned it into an animated adventure.
Last year, Hamlin Entertainment purchased rights to the live-action program starring Colton's daughter Rebecca. As budget and production value increased, Hamlin reimagined the show as an animated series, planning to syndicate the program nationally.
Well, this sounded like everything that Sam wanted on paper. In practice, he started to feel more and more uncomfortable with how the production was being run. In the green tape, we actually listened to a recording session. There, we hear Rebecca saying a handful of what seemed like random phrases.
Rebecca, that was great. Let's move on to the next one.
Pie man, pie man, pie man, pie lamb, pie.
What is this? What is she reading?
Just a few simple words. This script is specifically tuned to train the technology's dynamic voice reaction.
The what? I want this to stop.
Sam, why don't you take a walk for a few minutes?
The person directing claims that this is to train the technology's dynamic voice reactions, which is plausible, I suppose, given the rise in AI voices that we see all over the internet. However, this series, Amanda the Adventurer, is set in the early 2000s. Technology was not that advanced back then,
Facts,
so
bro.
Sam is right to be suspicious of it all. And then Rebecca says this.
Voodoo shit.
Don't want to do that.
Rebecca, what's wrong? Who are you talking to?
The man in the headphones.
This ends the session, but listen again to those phrases that Rebecca was saying earlier.
Pie man, lamb.
At first, they seem to be phrases that could be used in pretty much any episode. Ba lamb for when they go to the farm, pie man for when they go to a bakery or bake some pies like they do in the first VHS tape. So what's the big deal here? Well, what if I told you that these phrases actually have a secondary meaning? All three of them, Bael, Pie Man, and Ba lamb, are phonetic ways of pronouncing the names Bael, Paimon, and Balaam. Three king demons from the Ars Goetia. Chanting the names
The fuck?
El, Paimon, and Balaam. Three king demons from the Ars Goetia.
Huh? Oh, nah, this is, boy. Yo.
Chanting the names of demons has always been part of summoning rituals, especially when you're talking about these sorts of things in pop culture
That's
context.
not
So
it,
that's
gang.
exactly what Hamlin's trying to do.
Bro, and they having a little girl do this shit. Y'all fucking sick, bro. Y'all are sick as fuck.
Here, why sorts of things in pop culture contexts, and that's exactly what Hamlin's trying to do here.
What the
Why else would there
fuck?
be a containment specialist that's listed in the credits of the initial Neighborhood video? After chanting the words, Rebecca hears the voice of a man in her headphones, one of these demon kings, all of whom are described as having a hoarse voice. While all of these demons are certainly different, they do share a couple of similarities. They all
crazy.
control large legions of lesser demons. They're all able to inform or give the gift of knowledge. But most importantly, they all require hosts to manifest, and usually
That
this
is
involves
wild.
children, either as sacrifices or to physically be the host. That is what Hamlin are doing here. They needed Rebecca and the other children to become hosts and sacrifices in order to summon these demon kings and gain
That
their
is
knowledge
OD.
and power. These children would be led to the slaughter, which is why no matter what location you pick, it always leads you back to the butcher. The eyes on those meat products aren't just a cute aesthetic choice, my friends. Those are past victims.
You thought these meat things were cute? You're weird.
Past children
creepy
that have
as
been
fuck.
led to the chopping block. However, there was one thing that stood in Hamlin's way: Rebecca's father, Sam. I would
Sam.
suspect after this sort of incident, he wanted to pull Rebecca from the show, maybe even find a way to pull the rights entirely. And so, as most of these evil companies tend to do, they made him disappear.
It's been 3 weeks since local television producer Sam
Oh
Colton
my
was
God,
reported
bro.
missing, and authorities still have no.
Yo, Corey gotta watch this. Corey Kenshin, he gotta watch this, bro. Because, again, I watched him play it, and he pretty much did everything he could and stuff. I think he ended the last episode still feeling a little confused. I forget, but this is wild, bro.
leads.
Sam was so happy with the idea that his show could be a bigger success that much like the fox in the video Everything Rots, he wasn't killed by a knife, he wasn't killed by a gun, he was instead lured in by Hamlin using sweet berries. The sweet lies that would convince him that they would turn his show into something bigger. But instead, it was all a big trap. A trap created by the very people that swore to help him. And then with Sam out of the picture, Rebecca is all alone. They can get her to sign along the dotted line and do whatever they want with her, trapping her in the Hamlin facility, just like the lonely kitten that Amanda so desperately asks us to help.
Kitten is alone. There is no one to help her. Will you help the lonely kitten? Won't you help the lonely kitten? Won't you help the lonely kitten? Won't you help the lonely kitten?
However, unlike silly Mr. Fox, I don't think that this was the end for Sam. I suspect that he's still around, keeping a close eye on things and trying to take him down from the inside. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Sam is the real identity of Wooly. Wooly spends the entirety of the game trying to keep Amanda on
Oh, yo. Nah, bruh. Oh my god, bro. That could be a fucking possibility, and that makes perfect fucking sense, bro. Oh shit.
Is the real identity.
That's crazy.
Wooly spends the entirety of the game trying to keep Amanda on track. When she begins to discuss topics that aren't appropriate for a kid's show, like death or rotting, Wooly is very quick to interject. He tries to get Amanda back on the good and wholesome path.
Friends can die if they don't get enough light or water, or if they get a disease.
Let's go back to our nice picnic. Amanda, nothing is rotten here.
What do you think?
Oh
Do
shit.
you think that everything rots?
Of course not, Amanda.
I'm not asking you. Answer my question.
You don't have to answer that.
This strikes me not as the actions of a fellow child, but rather of a parent. We hear a story during one of the secret tapes about how after Sam's disappearance, the show begins to change. It starts to talk about inappropriate subjects. This is not the show that Sam built, and he can see that. Wooly doesn't just play the killjoy either. He's also the one that tries to help Amanda by keeping her calm.
All right. Assuming, you know, he is. I mean, Willie is Sam, or Sam is Willie, right? Why would they? He disappeared, but why would they even try to put him into that? You know what I'm saying? Like they wanted to get rid of him. Why would they still put him in the game? Type shit.
Doesn't just play the killjoy either. He's also the one that tries to help Amanda by keeping her calm. When Amanda loses control, the monster comes out, and Wooly knows it. So when she starts to forget things or remember the bad stuff that's happened because of her, he desperately tries to make her happy.
I think Amanda is confused. Here's a secret. It's my birthday. Maybe we can help her out.
Sounds to me like the actions of a concerned father. He knows what Amanda is and what'll happen if the monster's let loose. So he steers Amanda and the player towards positive and happy subjects in order to keep that beast at bay. But the monster and Hamlin are fighting back. In their visit to the farm, Wooly is constantly being silenced. Amanda tells him that sheep don't talk. And as we go through, he begins to baa uncontrollably until he becomes another mindless sheep like all the rest, finally falling in line with Hamlin's plan. It's actually pretty diabolical. You're wanting to turn Rebecca into Amanda, so why not test out that mind transfer ability on someone you don't mind accidentally killing if it goes wrong? Notice that it's only once Wooly becomes a true sheep that we see Amanda asking to help the poor and lonely kitten, the kitten that represents her. Now that Sam is gone, she's truly alone, asking for someone, anyone to help her.
It looks like this kitten is in big trouble. It might die before anyone can help it.
But hey, well, Riley really did luck out just being gifted a house by their aunt. Sadly, we're not all that lucky. We just can't wait around for a property with an attic this large to fall into our laps. Fortunately, you can start saving up today to buy the house of your dreams thanks to today's sponsor, SoFi. Everything costs more these days. Video games, food, that haunted VHS tape, this video, and the lives of those people. It's all just a theory. Again!
I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, the team behind the scenes putting this final product for us is top tier, bro. Their editing is crazy. My favorite part about Amanda is the plot is basically what if could actually give Dora the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? That's an idea for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Drop a little Dora parody type of game, you feel me? I love how game theory intros are always so personalized to the theory and so detailed and complicated. The intro to the episode is actually fantastic. That's a fact, bro. I went crazy on that intro for sure, bro. Oh my god, this is insane, bro. This blew my fucking mind because I didn't know that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things like this, bro, will go over people's heads, bro. They're just like, well, why is she doing that? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking deeper than what it is. Like Matt Pat did here and explained, you know. Fuck that, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you guys thought. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't. And I'm out.